Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
I want you to picture yourself.
Done.
I'm looking at it.
You're walking through your favorite grocery store, whatever it is,
Okay.
and you're in the frozen treats section.
It's
damn
all
it.
melting around me.
My favorite grocery store has a shitty aisle for this.
True.
What? So the reason I bring this up is I just had the new 100 grand ice cream bar.
Wait, that's a thing?
Oh my God.
100 grand is good.
Yeah.
My favorite candy bar, now my favorite ice cream bar.
Wow.
But prior to that, I would have done like the strawberry shortcake ice cream bars that you used to get in elementary school that are pink and white
Sure.
and have the strawberry ice cream in there. What are you guys picking out as you walk through your ice cream novelty section?
Oh, it's easy, but it's the most like dumb bet. It might be the most worst choice, but it's definitely the right choice for me because it is a frozen treat, but you never buy it at the grocery store in the frozen aisle.
Okay.
Otter Pops. Because they're always thawed.
Always thawed.
They're always in like the big
It's
fucking
just
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
The Otter Pops are very good.
Yeah.
and
That's
they're
your
cheap as
favorite
hell.
frozen novelty
I
treat?
fucking love an Otter Pop. Yes. Look, I grew up in a house with no sugar.
They used to eat fruit for dessert and stuff.
So, like,
that checks.
To this day, because if you ever took swim lessons at a pool, at some point you're gonna get an Otter Pop because it's like $5 for. Well, I don't know what they are now, but it's like
the
$8
Boy Scouts
for
probably
20.
had a bunch too when you guys went out. Like,
I did mostly Boy Scouts in Germany, and like Germany does really good frozen novelties.
nice.
But Otter Pop is
Otter Pop. That's a good one.
It's the closest I can get to getting like a blue flavored shaved ice at a
you
grocery
can-
store.
Buy like
Flavor.
1,000 of them.
Blue.
Yeah. Look, the blue flavor is the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up.
And if you eat,
currently.
and like the only thing is like the shitty Otter Pops always have like the toughest sides. So you end up being like a Heath Ledger Joker when you eat too many of them because the plastic
slits on
just
the side of your
cuts
mouth.
the edge of your fucking mouth.
They used to have these spoons at Subvets in Groton that would like do that. It,
Why
like,
so?
cuts the
Oh,
side.
shit.
Yeah. Why so sugary?
Snickers candy bar ice cream is also
Snickers
like,
ice cream
very
bars are
good.
very good.
They're
so, per
there's a Blizzard at Dairy Queen that is that.
do you know my kids have never been to Dairy Queen?
Okay.
Is that your answer?
I have. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. We drive by it all the time. Like they've never had McDonald's or anything like that. Like that's just
You know what
like
they got rid of
well,
at Dairy
bless
Queen
them.
that made
Huh?
me sad?
what's that?
So you know what they got rid of at Dairy Queen that made me sad?
What's that?
Most of the dip cones, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
most of
really?
the dip
Yeah.
cones are gone.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
Per the rules of this question, if there are any, like I can't pick like a Ben and Jerry's flavor or something like that, or does that count?
You can pick that.
Well,
it's whatever
no,
you
but,
would
like,
pick if you're
when
walking
you say
through.
novelty, it makes me think of like I think like a drumstick.
Yeah,
That's kinda what I
love
think.
a
Yeah.
drumstick.
That's
That's
I love
drumstick.
drumstick.
That's
an
mine.
individual
And just
thing.
give me the bottom part of the cone that's filled
Yeah.
with chocolate, the frozen
Yeah.
little shit.
Get the caramel
So
one, dude.
good.
Bro, yeah, I don't give a
slaps.
shit. Like it's all good. Drumsticks is probably my
drumsticks.
choice if I got it. Like, and I think novelty is why I would pick that.
Yeah.
If you would have said, "What's your favorite ice cream?" It would be different.
Or something
Yeah,
you can get
yeah.
from an ice cream truck.
That
would be
is-
I
like
think
the
that's
same
why. That is
vibe.
drumstick. Yeah, 100%.
That is mine, but my second would be the Dilly Bar at
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dairy
At Dairy
Queen.
Queen.
Yeah. The dilly bars are
that's
pretty good.
Pretty good.
So are the like English toffee bars, the ones that have like little toffee pieces in the
Ooh,
chocolate.
yeah.
I really like the peanut buster parfait
Mm.
from Dairy Queen.
You should get the pecan mudslide with no pecans.
Oh, I thought you
because
said
there's
PK
more-
mudslide. I'm like, is this an attack from Marth on like fucking Super Smash Bros? PK mudslide.
There's more caramel and chocolate in the mudslide than there is like in a regular sundae.
Oh, okay.
Brett Hickman told me that he used to work at Dairy Queen.
Shout out to Brett. Brett, super fan, listening. I got to tell you about my Miley Cyrus bet that I lost you. So just let me know when you want to talk about it.
Has everyone given their answer?
No, I like the ice cream sandwich. That's just the big M&M
like a chip
cookies.
whip cookie.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
that's
that's
really
good,
good.
too.
You know what I really like? Those Dole pineapple.
Oh,
Like a Dole
yeah.
Whip.
What are the Dole Whip?
yeah, shit.
I love those things. And they're not,
Yeah.
you can't find them many places around here.
This
at
turned out
least.
to be a way
I mean,
better
you get it,
question. I
yeah.
thought.
They're actually more common up here.
Oh, really?
And
I
yeah,
can't find
My
them anywhere.
third, I think, is Rocket Pops.
Oh, yeah, Rocket Pops.
are
kids
good.
Pops.
love Rocket Pops.
Mhm.
Can I throw? I'll throw out an honorable mention. So like my number one is Otter Pop. My number 2 is Klondike Bar.
Okay.
Klondike
Yeah,
bars
the
are good.
Heath Klondike bar.
The Heath's
Oh, yeah, that
good.
one's good.
Yeah, those
I
are
like
really
that
good. I really like the mint chocolate
Oh, yeah,
Klondike
that one's
bars.
good.
What were those orange creamsicle things from back in the day?
Oh,
I'd rather have them in a little hard candy version.
But I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Like
they're really
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I don't
yes.
typically like.
I think it's just called an orange
we used-
creamsicle.
Yeah.
My wife would be like, "We're gonna go to the Dole Plantation in Hawaii and get
Yeah.
Dole Whip like from the place," and I just don't. I don't know, frozen fruity stuff. I'm just not really
Oh
into.
no! I'm here, like one of my favorite
Yeah.
things whenever I go to Hawaii is go to the farmers market and get the guys who will do like the ice cream, like the just straight frozen
Yeah.
pineapple into like a
Oh.
slurry. Like it's
That
just
sounds
fucking
dope.
good.
The shave ice spots.
Well, no, not
Yeah.
shave ice. Like there's places
Yeah,
who would
that
just
too.
freeze pineapple and just put it frozen pineapple in a blender, and it just
Oh,
tastes like
sure.
sherbet.
That's
It's the best
essentially the
fucking
Dole
thing.
Whip. Like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
Yeah, but getting it fresh, like getting
Oh,
they
man.
have like the crossbreed stuff, the like white pineapple they call it, so like
Mhm.
it's really smooth.
Mm.
The
There's
farmers
this-
markets in Hawaii make some dope shit.
There's this spot in Aina for all of our Hawaiian listeners called Uncle Clay's Shave Ice,
Yeah.
and he does this Tahitian vanilla ice cream like underneath the
snap.
shave ice. And I was like,
Mm.
you're gonna put
Yeah,
put
that sounds
frozen.
good.
Dude,
No, it's good. It's so
dude,
fucking
you put,
good.
I was like, you're gonna put frozen water on top of ice cream. I was like, nah, this ain't gonna be good. But then you get it, and you get your rainbow or your pineapple or whatever,
Almond
and like
Joy.
all of a sudden, as a fruit stuff, it's just like you're eating it, and like there's a single tear coming down your face because it's so good. Yeah,
That is one of the kind of fun things about being up in like northern Colorado is we get the crossover of like we have a like non-zero Pacific Island culture
Yeah.
like transplant here to Colorado,
Mhm.
which is fun. And then we also have like a big Mexican culture presence, and
Mhm.
especially parts of Colorado.
Yeah.
And like the crossover of shave ice being a thing
Yeah.
is just the best.
that's really good.
We have some really solid Eastern European crossover where I live.
Okay,
You can,
like Slav
he,
country.
He went to like a Russian
The Russian
barbershop
barbershop
when I
for a
lived there.
couple times when I was
Yeah.
staying with
Nice.
But
Jason.
there are
yeah.
some like cool stores and stuff that I want to try in restaurants that just they're all over the place.
yeah,
It's really nice to live in like multicultural places.
yeah, I
For
like
sure.
it.
Speaking
Dude,
of
It's good stuff.
multicultural places, Shatter Shield.
Yeah.
I get the elote cart coming by my house.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
nice.
that sounds dope.
Dude, those things fuck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Actually, one of my favorite tricks, because we're getting into the summer season, by the time this airs, it'll be fucking hot here. And like we don't have central AC. We've got like window. We've got some like we spent the money to get good window units, or even floor units that connect to windows. Like usually, Ryan, that place will have an AC unit right behind you, so you can just be freezing whenever you record.
Yep.
So it'd be like at my house.
Dude, Jason's house is cold.
But like one of
I
my
love it.
favorite tricks I ever heard, and I like I don't know if I ever did this when I was a kid, but like when I heard like, hey, if you don't have central AC, you're looking for ways to like feel emotionally better in the summer, is get like fruit juice popsicles, either make them or get them at the store, because when you're at a hot day, or like when I get back from a run, my favorite thing to do is to have a popsicle. Like, and if you can get the like fruit juice ones that aren't nearly as sugary or as bad for you, one, it's a nice thing. You're often dehydrated, so getting a liquid's nice, but it helps you feel so much
Yeah.
less emotionally like heated when you can be in an environment like that and cooling down. And so in the summer, if you don't have central air, or you're like me or my dad and sister are, and we're all like, I mean, do we need the AC on? It's only 85 out. Popsicles in the freezer are a great way to cool off.
Jessica was pregnant with Lily over the summertime and lived on Otter Pops.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if Casey's
That's a
like,
good
I can't
call.
stand it,
Yeah.
give her some
Or
Otter
if she's
Pops.
like, I can't stand you.
That's gonna
There's nothing you
happen.
can do about that.
No,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
Otter
yeah.
Pops for the heat, good. The other part, you're screwed.
Your car, for
Sorry.
the second part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so here I got Ryan. We had to pause for a second, and I came back in with a joke that was not a good one, but making all of you
It got
laugh
me.
is my fucking favorite. So here we are outside of this like old Erastil shrine that I've been like trying to tease to you for actual real years, Jason.
Yeah, you have. You have.
Mhm.
I think about it all the time. When we come back, like, I wonder
I
when
thought
that-
about it while we were out here, like
Did ya?
before it came up, like being like, oh yeah, you had that shrine thing, right?
Well, as you walk forward, let's just kick into this, you know?
I like
You're
it.
walking towards the shrine, you know there's some sort of guardian in there. And
Yeah.
survival on the way up. Looking for
you know what?
tracks.
Tell you what,
I,
let's just pass this around.
I'll be in gets the +1 bonus for
Scouting.
scouting. I'll be in that mode.
All right.
Stealth.
Jason, do you want to describe this as it walks out?
Oh, cool.
Jesus.
It's Jesus.
It's Jesus. This
Remember, Jesus was one of the bandits at the camp, a carpenter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
this looks like a bear, kind of like a you know how there's like jacked kangaroos,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
kind of jacked vibes
Like a jacked bear.
with either antlers or limbs. It looks like there might be a couple leaves. These might be antlers growing out of it though,
Out of its back.
out of its back.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
they're antlers or sticks.
Ah.
It looks almost like it's got bark for skin.
Yeah, like it's part plant, part
Fire.
tree.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's got lots of like twiggy protrusions out of its
Yeah.
head and back.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Isn't that cool?
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's almost like rock too. Like
Yeah, I can't tell if it's like bark or
Yeah.
stone.
You're dead on. It's
Bark
bark.
skin.
bark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like bark.
that looks cool as hell. This side's like more blue, and this
I think we
side's
have a serenade
not quite.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
Who's
Yeah,
got
no
that fire?
shit.
It has glowing blue eyes.
Fireball.
Yeah, it's definitely a undead ice bear.
All
All right.
right.
Where's this guy pop out at,
Let's
James?
put him right up on top of those stairs.
He's about to light on fire. I know that much.
And then I think it's time for me to use our combat playlist.
Never mind that survival check. Nikolai doesn't see his own tracks.
It's probably fine.
No one's been here before ever.
All right, let's roll some initiative. I'm not using the initiative drop because I just put the combat music
Okay.
on and I'm
Take
not going to
plus
double
one?
it over.
The
Yep, everyone
listeners are
take
really
plus
sad.
one.
Nice.
Listeners will get over it. They'll listen to what we record, damn it. No, actually, no, we are trying to make stuff you enjoy. Thank you for your time and your energy.
We love you.
Oh,
really do.
I'll go last.
Give
Fine.
you a little kiss.
I doubt it.
Hmm?
Well, my perception's higher, maybe.
I rolled a 2.
Just give my listeners
did I.
a kiss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh?
nice.
So did
Yeah,
I.
But
you'll
only
go
if they
first.
want it.
Just little pecks
It's a power move.
on their cheeks.
Okay, I'm running all this out of like analog books here. So what were those results, folks?
17.
Okay, 17 for Nikolai.
13 for Jonas.
Wow, you are going last.
Ah.
Lucky, what'd you get?
30 stealth.
Jesus fuck, Arthur.
28.
So higher than them, but not
Yeah.
30. Let me just quickly roll
Where
this.
the fuck did Lucky go?
He's gone.
What does Tristan get?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Could be anything. Maybe he's not real. Maybe he was a figment.
Could be. What if he turned on us right now?
I would be so. I
That
would
be
love
kinda
that.
dope.
I would love that.
I mean, I would hate it, but I would also love it.
and also directly behind us is a 1,000-foot
Right.
cliff.
What would be
Oh,
his
yeah.
fucking issue with us?
I don't know. He's not even a Serenray cleric.
That
He
would be the
found
thing,
this.
is
Yeah.
if he wasn't.
Yeah. And
All
we
right.
didn't. And we just saw this. We just saw the Dawnflower sign. We were just like, woo!
Well, we saw his art where he was clearly using it.
Yeah.
Fucking up some undead.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, Lucky, it's your turn first as you see this lumbering creature, this like cursed bear
I'll
come
delay.
out.
Delay,
Classic.
delay.
Classic
Arthur.
Lucky.
Must be a friend. Yeah, I'm going to activate my helm and stride twice. So
Okay.
40 feet of movement toward it.
Yeah, so you'll dun 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 dun. Arthur strides alongside the reflecting pool, straight towards the Lincoln Monument.
And that's one action. So I'm going to try to enter Dread Marshal stance. Do I
Hell
have to
yeah.
be within a certain range for that?
No, I think you just enter it, and then we have to be at a certain range of you.
For its
Yeah,
effect,
yeah.
but it's I believe like a static
I
thing.
have to
So
make
just walking in.
an intimidation check, I think.
Yes, against your level, against DC by level, and you're level 6, right?
I think that's just to like make your aura cool.
Yeah, level 6.
Yeah.
So I can physically menace it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it is
So?
30 feet.
30 feet for the
for demoralizing, though.
I need an owlbear.
Oh yeah, we still don't have an owlbear mini, but I'll give you a
But
little
that,
dog you've
that
been
one
using.
dog or bear mini that you have is
You
fine.
know,
Especially while it's small.
Can you make one on Hero Forge?
is it one
They don't have
movement to be
owlbears.
within 30?
As crazy as that is.
Kind of looks like it. One
But-
movement to be within 30?
One movement to be within
of-
30.
20 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that then. That's 2 actions. And then I will enter Dread Marshal, essentially.
Sick.
Roll that check.
Yeah.
There's got to be an
I mean, it's not phenomenal, but that's a 21.
that is off by 1.
Fair enough.
So you're kind of intimidating, but this thing
Oh,
it
wait.
doesn't.
I'm not even lying. Oh, no, that is 21. Okay.
Well, that's a deception check, Trent, not.
Yeah.
All right. Lucky, do you want to re-enter the initiative?
Not yet.
Okay. Then it is my turn. And would you look at that? There is someone near enough
Yep.
for me to like pop down and
I can
and
look
have a
while
little
you're.
fun with. Yeah, look through there. Here's a basilisk miniature you can use for now.
Yes, done.
Done.
And then we'll
Nice.
work on getting you an owlbear. Listeners, send us a link to a good owlbear miniature.
Or
Just
an
send us an
owlbear
owlbear. Full size
through the email.
or a miniature. Yeah, just send it to the email.
We need a PO box to accept gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Just email us a photo of an owlbear. That'll
Yeah.
be the same as a miniature.
We'll
Okay.
just print it out.
Print it out and move it around the board.
So this thing has 35 feet of movement, so it can definitely make it down the stairs to Arthur. So this like weird creature lumbers down for a movement.
Would he have to go down the stairs, or could he just jump straight off that little thing?
He'll have to go down the stairs, but he'll use rush, so he'll make
Yeah,
a
he still makes
stride, and with an extra 10-foot bonus to his speed, and make a strike at the end of
he's
it.
still.
So he's 4 movement spots away, so
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
fine.
got plenty.
Plus, I do have a little. Actually, I don't have reach. All right, let's go with the jaws. I think the jaws is pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, if I grab you, I get to do cool stuff. Grab you. Go for
Okay.
a claw.
Wow.
All right.
That's against my.
Well, first I hit you. First I hit an attack.
Okay.
So 26 to hit.
That is a hit.
Cool. This big ass creature swings its cursed ass claws at you, and that's going to be 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it does include grab, so I will now use my third action to attempt to grab you.
That's
So-
against my fortitude.
DC, yes.
So 10 plus my fort
Yep.
save. Okay.
I think I'm going to fail this. 18.
Fail.
I rolled really trash. That's my turn. And it is now Lucky or Nikolai's turn.
Go for it.
All right. Nikolai is.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Let me look at some. I
Lucky
really
rolls
should
a
have been
30
ready.
for initiative and then just laughs at all of us and
Just
delays to
defers.
the end. Yeah.
I could move if I wanted
I
to.
could go first if I wanted to.
But
All right.
I won't.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Sure.
Range of 120 feet. And I have reach, so even farther. Plenty of space.
Should be in it, yeah.
Is that good, Jared?
Oh, yeah. You got
Okay.
lots of. That's tons of.
It's a 10-foot burst.
90
I'm going to need
feet.
a will save, sir.
Oh, okay. And for some reason, this creature seems more vulnerable to you.
Oh, sick.
Is
I
it
rolled pretty good, though.
Dope.
If it's a burst, does that mean I have to make one too?
No, because he can position
I'm
it wherever he
positioning
wants.
it to be on the edge.
That makes sense.
Okay, so
You do have
I
room.
rolled really, really well.
All right.
24.
That's fine.
Hey, it's just a failure then, not a crit.
I think so.
Not a
Let
crit,
me
it's a
look.
success,
Let me
not a
look.
crit success.
Unaffected.
Cool.
Success. Oh no, that wasn't a crit success. It was just a
Yep,
success.
just a success.
-1 status penalty to attack rolls.
Hey, how long?
As you're calmed for 1 minute if I sustain.
I'm calmed. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, shit. That's I
Yep.
mean, that's -1
Dude,
attacks is really
Calm
strong.
even on a success rolls.
Yep.
Calm is super strong.
Okay, it's now Tristan's turn.
I'll go.
Okay, it's Lucky's turn actually. Like so all of you get to go first.
We're not letting
you. You're
gotta
new.
go first.
You got to earn that.
All right. Stride twice, and I'm taking a shot at
Oh,
this
sorry.
thing.
Third action. I'm telling the bear to move.
Okay.
That's
yep.
all.
Move, bear.
So real quick, Lucky, do you want to stay stealthed?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to move. Does that be? Do you have quick? Or,
oh,
quick
yeah. No,
stealth or
that's
whatever?
true. No, I'll just get into position there then.
okay. So you move, and then
Yeah, let
do
me
you want
actually see.
if you want to, you can jump in and hide in the pool.
And hide behind
Yeah,
the bear.
that's true. I can move twice and then
Hide.
stealth.
Yeah. Do you
Let's
wanna
do that. Let's do
Okay.
that.
So you hide like alongside the edge of the
I
pool.
didn't even know cats like water like that.
That's a secret check. I got it. Okay,
Like
now
an
it's
orange cat?
Tristan's turn.
Tabby.
And I think Tristan is going to cast. What do we want to cast? Wasn't prepped for a lot of this.
More yellow than orange.
I like
Ooh.
it. Those cats
Okay.
that like baths.
Yeah. yeah.
A part tiger.
I think he is going to cast.
Oh, our boy's on the back of the book.
Yeah, he's like one of the big NPCs
Oh,
that
yeah,
you still
cool.
haven't, you'd never met.
Hmm.
All I think he's going to rush forward, just 3 movements straight to the front. And then that makes it Jonas's turn.
Jonas is going to cast haste on himself.
Hell yeah. For those of you who could only barely hear the off-mic Jason, he was at clarifying movement distance, which I appreciate.
Can I use my extra action on my same turn?
Yes, because I don't run it rules as written. I run house rules, which is you get it as soon as you get
Okay,
it. As
yeah,
opposed
and
to
then I'm
like
gonna
checking at the
move-
beginning of a turn.
So benevolent as a
Move
GM.
Well, it works both ways. Because
Is
if
it-
you get slowed middle of a turn, you might lose your final action.
Oh, that's fair.
It is more chaotic and less consistent, but I just like it.
Yeah,
because
I get
don't
7
forget.
squares of movement, so move me up.
Jesus.
Don't move me up 14, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're running down alongside
Yeah,
the
move
pool,
me up 7 more.
behind, what's the bear's name? Your
Echo.
elder?
1,
behind
2,
Echo,
3,
above
4,
Echo.
5, 6. Boom. Perfect.
Jonas sprints past Echo.
And that'll be it.
You're
Okay.
within
Echo's like, who
15
the
feet
fuck
of me.
is this guy?
Arthur, it's your turn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for the record, we were about 90 feet away from that thing when we started. So
Okay.
a lot of
Nice.
it is movement and positioning. right
90
now.
feet? I'm about to light
Yeah.
this guy up from
I'm going
back here.
to do it right back. I'm going to attempt to grapple.
Okay, do you have a free hand or are you dropping a hand for a free action?
Yeah, I'll drop one hand from the sword.
Okay.
Put that in just so I'm sure about
Keeping
it.
yourself honest.
Yeah, and that is an athletics check?
Yep, athletics
It
check
is.
against fortitude DC for grab, or are you tripping, which is against reflex DC?
Ooh. Yeah, can I trip instead?
100%. It's only one size category larger than you.
That is 27.
Ooh, that is a trip. You
Nice.
bam.
Hell yeah.
You trip a bear. This whole group, tripping wolves, tripping bears. That's what we do.
Tripping balls.
Good. So now,
I mean, I think that was an episode name. I'm tripping wolves right now.
Tripping Wolves, that was an episode name.
I will put the hand back on the sword.
Okay, trip,
And
action for hand
attack it.
back. All right, swing away, Meryl. Second signs reference
Yeah,
today.
I like signs.
Me too.
That is a 30.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
well,
pretty decent.
yeah.
because it's prone, that's a crit.
I was about to say, I thought he was going to say hit, and then I was going to be like, what?
Yeah.
This is why
need
we
to get the
do
fuck outta here.
No,
what
Yeah.
we
this was an
do.
encounter for when you were all level 2. Okay,
That's true. That's
It
true.
was a very, it was
Oh.
a ridiculously hard encounter for back then. It is close enough to your level that I didn't just write it off. I'm like, let's have
Nice.
fun, let's play
Okay.
it out.
Nice.
Because this is a sandboxy thing where like you can run into encounters that are above or below. So this one, if it was one level lower, I would have just storied it. This is high enough where it is still fun to play
Okay.
against.
So that's 25 regular damage
Oi,
and 6 fire damage.
you remembered.
Is it undead?
It is tag-wise actually not. Although the bear clearly isn't alive, it is not held together by void energy.
Okay.
It's a zombie.
That
plant
is
zombie.
the turn.
The Last of Us. All right.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Don't
now
forget
this thing's
Dangerous
turn.
Sorcery today.
I won't.
Oh, it gets 1d10 persistent fire as well.
God damn it. Remind me that at the end of my turn.
I imagine its sticks are on fire.
Also, I get crit specialization with the sword.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what that is.
It means you get
Swords
your-
inflict flat, make it flat-footed, I
Yep,
believe.
yep.
Yeah, flat-footed.
Okay, well, that's not necessary right now, but
Yeah.
Off guard.
Yeah.
off
God
guard.
damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take a Salida patch.
All right, that's it.
I think. Oh God, it'll stand up to attack you because it's a dumb bear.
I will reactive strike.
Yeah. Trent has high-level melee characters have entered the chat.
That's not great. That's
Thank God.
22.
That does hit.
Oh, wow. Wait,
This guy's going to be dead. I spent a
Dumbass
third.
bear.
Third
Does
Maybe,
it
maybe
get-
exactly.
is it get? Oh, it is flat-footed or off guard because of
because
that.
of your crit.
Okay, well, that's cool.
But we did learn from the listener that if you get an attack on someone standing up, it is against the AC once they have stood.
Correct.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we got the
Right,
they,
right.
they like gave us the full citations
Shout out to that person.
because because the action that triggers it yes.
22 regular and 4 fire.
Okay, it is barely alive. But
That goes out to
Perfect.
Sean
That's
M.
awesome.
yeah.
By the way, Sean,
Realize.
thanks,
Thanks,
for,
Sean.
we use your rule a lot.
Yeah.
Send us all the rest of the rules to
It's
Pathfinder
an easy
2E.
one to mess up.
Send
I
them in
do-
one email.
I do think I got the damage wrong on the first hit, but that's fine.
By how much?
8
Up or down?
up.
Oh, okay. All right, so here we go then. This is going to be a 27, not 37, 27 to hit.
That's a
Minus
hit.
1.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, -1, 26 to hit.
That's still a hit.
All right, and then you will take 16 points of piercing damage as it bites into you.
Okay.
Then we'll follow up with an agile claw. That's a miss. Nikolai. Oh, wait. D10 persistent burn.
Yeah.
Cocked die. It is still alive.
Okay.
Nikolai.
Nikolai is going to let that spell go.
Okay.
Did you do a check on whether it continues burning?
It continues burning.
Nice.
It is on fire.
Hell yeah.
We'll shoot the first action.
Yeah, shoot it up.
I'm going to go ahead and give you this here patch so that I don't fail against such an easy character.
This is a big narrative one. Be cool.
25.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Hey.
Because it's still off guard, courtesy of Trent's
Is it?
crit.
Because it just ended its turn.
I think it's till the end. I think it's till your next turn.
The end of my next turn?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or I think it's the beginning of your next turn. You can't reap the benefits, but it does.
I will
Keep it
check
up.
that.
Yeah, I haven't played with the sword,
5 points of regular and 5 points of sonic.
and it seems to be weak to you for another 5
Ooh.
points.
Hell yeah.
And it falls to the ground. The arrow hits. Boom.
Nice.
Damn it.
Nikolai just walks up super
Well.
confidently.
Now wait for the other 6 encounters I prepped for this day when you already wasted haste. Ah!
No, I mean, I have more, but it's like, yeah.
It falls to the ground, and those of you who are nearby, as the bear hits the ground, it like boom, boom, its paws kind of hit as it goes back onto all fours. And it's like it lays down, and the only one who's really close to it is Arthur, really. You'd swear you can hear as it just goes, oh. And even like as the bear is sighing, you're watching like bits of its body like turning to leaf and detritus and twig and like falling away from it until all that's left there is this incredibly old human man.
What?
And you just have a moment in which he holds eye contact with you, and you can see like a look of peace finally on his eyes before all of his skin turns into twigs and leaves until all that's left there is a skeleton. And even as the rest of you are running up and watching this, the skeleton is crumbling to dust
It
in
is
front
on
of
fire.
you.
It's fucking sick.
It's on fire. Yeah.
It's also on fire.
Well, that was weird. Also, sword is made off balance, so it's off guard until the start of your next turn.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's
Okay.
cool.
It's swords are really
Mhm.
giving cool crit specializations of weapons is such a fun way
Yeah,
to
it is
add that shit on there.
Swords.
Mhm.
Like to add
like
weapon
swords.
distinction.
Boring fighter.
Swords
Sword.
and axes.
Boring old fighter.
Boring old fighter with a sword.
You know what I've never played with is a hammer, and I don't know why. Because hammers are
I
like
love
thematically cool, but
Thematically cool.
Hammers, I think, fall into like the mace category, or are
Yeah.
these their
Mhm.
own? Because like maces is knocked prone,
I think
which is
they're
a
their own.
really
it's knockdown, I think.
Oh,
Or
hammers and
hammers,
maces
too.
might be separate. Maces may fall into the hammer category.
Oh, yeah, it's maybe
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's either hammers into maces or maces into hammers.
A mall.
So can
Yeah.
I walk? Perception. What does this guy look like?
I mean, by the time you make it up there, it's just a dust.
Yeah.
Like you're what you were
Pop.
making.
Even the
dust.
man turned to dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the man, like even the man, his skin
Oh.
started coming off and turning, and then the skeleton started going.
Okay.
Arthur, did
What-
you take a photograph?
Was there?
photograph.
Well, every time I do it,
And
it
we
makes
all
them
just
laugh.
cracked up.
Oh, man.
Look at this photograph.
Boo.
Every
No.
time I do it, makes me laugh.
He was a human.
Hammer is
It
indeed
was, yeah.
knocked prone
Cool.
Nice.
But what's
with
the
a
family?
fortitude save.
What's the family it's a part of? It's a weapon. There's like a weapon grouping.
It is hammer.
Cool. I
Yeah.
wonder if maces are also hammers or they're their own thing. Cool.
Was there?
I don't know.
Did he look erastily as he withered away?
He looked Talden. He had Talden like
Okay.
features and colors, but very fucking old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will look at.
And I'll say, as this
Tristan.
kind of finally happens, you're looking around and you're not sure if it's just like the adrenaline hitting at first, but you're quite sure as it calms that it's not. With this creature, this man's death, the shrine is more vibrant and colorful. Like even you notice that like, were those flowers, had they bloomed before this? Or like you're even until you're no, you're actually watching 2 or 3 flowers starting to bloom
Sick.
around here as it's happening. And all of a sudden like a weird silence is gone as bird song is filling the air. The whole place, the vibe of it changes so intensely. It feels welcoming for you. And Lucky, you over there right by the water even noticed that the water, which was clear but like had algae in it, like smells amazing. Like the water now, like you can even feel like the water almost feels cold near you.
Just
It
dumped a bunch of
feels almost
Aquafina
like
in there.
Mm-hmm.
perfectly crystalline
Yeah.
clear next to
Lucky's
you.
probably spiking the punch, man.
It's just peed in the water.
Maces are clubs.
They are,
Okay.
which is force the
Force back.
the target
Shove,
10 feet.
yeah.
Shove,
Yeah,
okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I like that nerdy
I will
stuff.
look at
It's really cool.
Tristan and be like, "Have you ever seen anything like that before?"
I've only been a part of defeating or assuaging a couple curses. It's different sometimes with each one, but this was something else. Its power here does feel distant now.
Can I do a check to see if I recognize it at all?
Yeah, I'll just. It's low enough with your
Okay.
with your thing.
I think it's great that we're all discussing this, but I could use a little healing.
With the religion
really?
check. One second. Wait on this. So with that religion check, you do feel like it was something messed up by Erastil, but you feel inclined to tell Arthur to drink from the pool.
Okay. Have some of that water.
Okay.
Come here, horse.
I feel good about it.
When you
I
drink
can
from
lead
it,
you there, but I can't make you drink.
Is that their
That's a good
horse?
joke.
That's for
He's
horse.
a half horse to bring it back. Drinking from the fountain gives you the effects of a moderate healing potion.
Oh, what's that? 2d8
I
plus
have no fucking clue.
I'll look.
Is that bottleable?
3d8 maybe?
Maybe.
As you research it, so this is only for the next 24 hours, and it's only the first time someone drinks from it, and it's only if they're within like
Okay.
half a mile of the
I figured
fountain.
as much.
Wow.
Like once you take it out,
But
it's
in
just
like in
water.
this moment of purification, you can all drink from it. Like it's also the best fucking water you've ever had.
I'm gonna just dump my water skin out and like fill it up with this
Yeah, even if
Nice
it's healing, it's still beautiful.
reverse
3D
water.
osmosis
Did
water.
anybody check for little black seeds?
Nope.
You guys are just like drinking the water. We
Do you want
just
to have-
talked about this.
I start
Yeah, you
talking to
check-
Tristan.
No, I'm just joking.
You do check. There are nothing like
Should
that.
we, all
Like, this
just,
is
should we all just check each other just in case?
Check each other for seeds.
get out the tongue depressors.
Yeah.
Spread them.
Wait.
That's not the right tool.
That's
They're
the
not there?
long way around.
My bad.
I'll just give myself a high five
So-
for the rest.
At this point, you do feel like you could start to do. This is a downtime. This is like a leadership, a kingdom activity
Okay.
to restore the temple of the elk
Yes.
over time.
Cool.
No sanctification needed.
You actually do need to do a little bit of that with
Yeah.
some checks. So like you'll have to do
Yes.
some time on it. But then as a kingdom activity, I thought I'd read this for you because it's Pathfinder and
There's room for that.
there is. So here we go. Restore the temple of the elk. It's downtime. It's leadership. You work with several worshippers of Erastil, guild masons, and skilled laborers to restore the temple, and once consecrated as a sacred place devoted to the worship of Erastil. It's a D6 RP resource points. So like I'm talking like it's kingdom activities,
Hell yeah.
and you have to make a DC 25 folklore check
Oh.
for the kingdom to like fully integrate it at its because like this wasn't just anything small.
Yeah.
So on a success, it's working, and then on a critical success, you can actually, it is not only restored, but it can serve as a refuge terrain feature. And if you later build a settlement there, the temple instead functions as a free shrine. In addition, your work was so excellent that you've attracted Erastil's attention. There's a chance for you to get a boon, but you already have pretty loaded on that.
I
Does
mean, I could
anybody
use the major.
have folklore?
No, folklore is a kingdom
the
skill.
kingdom has folklore.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we actually have folklore for some reason.
Yeah, because it's based off of some of the stuff around Jane's.
Yeah,
around-
Jane's character. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's how she built a masterpiece was the folklore.
Yeah. So over time, some kingdom downturns, you can work on restoring this to.
Cool.
To Nikolai's new house.
How cool is that? And
Pretty
like I said, if you ever
fucking cool.
build, and like if you want to build another settlement, like a logging settlement or something fully in the forest, you could do it. Or this could just be a shrine.
Which
Hand me that. I'll show it to you. Yeah. So this is inside of the forest range. It's right there, kind of in the northern part of that forest
Okay,
area,
cool.
which is like a great location.
Yeah.
Depends on like how densely you want to be. If nothing else, it's close enough where like it's a cool place to have, and having like a refuge for your kingdom is not a bad place to have
like an
people go
Airbnb.
hide.
Well, I also
Yeah.
would assume that deer are just kind of like hanging around this place.
I mean, probably more now, but like, remember how we described it? It's a giant, like 50-foot wide cave mouth. So like, it's all this area and then a giant cave that's like you can fully restore to have like living quarters and like feasting areas in this cave.
I didn't come all this way to stand outside.
Yeah, so you're all like, there's not like a lot mechanically for you to
Okay.
explore, but if you want to like take some time here and rest up, make a meal,
Yep.
you can talk to Tristan a little bit more if you want to, or whatever you want and need. What I will say is, actually, no, I can give you a touch more.
Okay.
So in looking around it, trying to get an idea of when this dates back to, Jonas, this will actually be another one of like a you moment. A lot of the stuff in here looks like it dates back to Talden, like when Taldor reached this far north naturally.
Okay.
So like pre-fall of Eridan.
Got it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, not pre-rise of Eridan.
Yeah.
But like Eridan, so like more than 1,000
Yeah.
plus years old.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
now
know-
keep in mind, that's still not nearly as old as like the tribal
Mm-hmm.
like burial grounds and mounds and the culture, Amiri she's what? What's the culture she's from?
Oh, she's
You speak
Kellet.
the language.
Yeah. Yeah, so like we're not talking like Kellet, like it's sort of post-Kellet presence here,
excuse me.
Kellish presence here,
Mhm.
but we're still talking easily more than 1,000 years old.
Wasn't
this
that
place?
that burial ground we found
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it was-
20,000
yeah.
years or
Yeah,
something?
it
really
dates back
old,
to
yeah.
like pre-Eridan
Yeah,
in
it was
some
like
cases.
ancient. You know, in the God's stuff, I was hoping they brought Eridan back, and that's who killed.
No.
That would be fucking sick if they like brought that back.
I
around.
like I like the lack of Eridan. Like I think his absence is an important thing to the way the Pantheon
Yeah.
functions.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Regardless though. So yeah, this
Dad's
is
not here anymore. I can do what I want.
So yeah, you got the stone steps. So yeah, this was a Temple of the Elk, the Temple of the Elk. And it was Taldor's last attempt to occupy the region ages ago. So yeah, this was like
Alright.
this was think very much like Roman outposts in England, sort
Okay.
of like that distance from Rome sort
Cool.
of shit.
Cool.
Like that's what you're dealing with up here. Very almost like matter of Britain adjacent
Cool.
like early England shit.
Dope.
And then yeah, Tristan's just like real stoked that you all helped him and he got to be a part of that.
You're gonna invite him back, not to like be a council member, but just like
he's looking
come
for
check it out.
something.
He was looking for this. Like he felt
Oh,
like
okay.
there was a curse. His interest is in curses.
Okay. Well, we could certainly use his help then.
and he's
What does he say when he looks at Lucky? Anything?
hello.
What's up?
Does he say you have that kind of cursed look in your eye?
Rar.
Like you might be a werewolf.
Wow.
Can
So-
we send him back to start looking for seeds in our people?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're heading that way, he'll probably just travel and camp with you.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
if you
yeah.
want.
Okay.
Okay,
I do a
cool.
little more info, and then you have some time with him and talk a little bit about him. He's an optimist, eager to assume the best of those he meets, always ready to
Gross.
help those in
Ugh.
trouble,
Perfect to manipulate.
and find their way out of whatever dark places they're in.
Like constantly happy.
He is. Let's see.
What can you learn from this situation?
Lucky is gonna hate this guy.
He's
Yeah.
No, he's easy to
He's a
manipulate.
human. He has an odd shine to his eyes at dusk and dawn. He's let's see, Talden descent, fair complexion, white blonde hair, slim build. Prefers robes or light traveling clothes.
Mhm.
Doesn't have any
Same.
armor on him at all.
Human, you said?
Close.
Yeah, looks like it.
Closer.
Talden,
Shit.
yeah. That looks like it. There's
Sure.
a lot of subtle.
You look Talden.
You look Talden.
He is relatively. He's quiet
going
and
on?
soft spoken. Willing to go to great lengths to help others. Kind natured. Possesses a curiosity that drives his continuing study of the teaching of Saren Ray and the religion in general. He never preaches or forces his beliefs on others, but is always eager to answer questions when asked.
Him and Nikolai just became best friends.
Also, he reminds me a lot of Gilly. Like the way
Yeah,
Matt played
yeah.
Gilly. It's
Yeah, that's
very like Saren Ray initiate coded,
Yeah.
which is just, in my mind, has been defined a lot by you and Matt's playing Saren Ray
Yeah.
priests. So,
I like it.
as a matter of fact, he probably even mentioned like, oh, yes, I was encouraged to go out and look. I'd heard the tales of one of my order who loved Fireball.
Fireball.
He
Loved
did. He
Fireball.
loved it.
And I thought I'd share because like I don't get to use the Companions Guide a ton anymore at this point because we have a lot of players, so I'm not putting too many NPCs in. But I thought I'd share some kind of other cool stuff about him. Adventuring with Tristan, his primary focus in combat is to provide healing and recovery first, but in direct battle support second. He can teach a couple of spells to people that aren't normally in the rules. Divine, one is Divine and Primal, and one is Divine and Occult. The Divine and Primal spell is Blazing Blade, which can form basically a weapon out of fire for a minute.
That's cool.
You can see, while the spell lasts, you can use a single action that has the attack and concentrate tracks to burn your foes with it. When you do make a spell attack roll, deals 1d6 fire damage plus 1d6 good, which would now be radiant or holy. Probably, yeah, 1d6 holy. Plus your spellcasting ability modifier. And then it can heighten 4th, 2d6, heighten 6th, 3d6 with persistent on a crit, and heightened 8, 4d6.
That's dope.
Yeah, you can make
so
fire
46
weapons.
fire and 46 good?
Heightened to an 8, it does 4d6 good plus 4d6 fire plus 1d6 good, and then 3d6 persistent holy on a crit.
What are the other ones?
He can also teach Dawnflower's Light, a divine and occult spell. Range touch targets one unattended non-magical object of 1 bulk or less. 2-action spell at 4th level, sustained up to 1 minute. The object glows with a soft golden light that lays bare the truth, reveals hidden objects, and shines supernatural light on false orders. The object casts a bright light in a 60-foot radius, then dim in another 60.
Damn.
Within the area of bright light. Perception checks to locate hidden objects, including secret doors, but not traps. Will saves to resist visual illusions, and will saves to resist effects placed by evil, unholy creatures that inflict the controlled condition. I'll gain a +2 bonus. The light suppresses the darkness spell of its level or lower. And finally, the supernatural light created by the spell is similar to sunlight. While it can't damage creatures normally harmed by sunlight, it does make them uncomfortable, and they take a -2 penalty to saves versus fear effect while in the bright light. Heightened to 7, bonus increases to 3. Heightened to 9, bonus increases to 4.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Camping with Tristan. While Tristan is present while the party camps, he can spend time praying to Sarenrae to invoke her blessing. If the party isn't particularly open to her worship, he makes sure the PCs are okay before offering it to the party first. He can perform the following activities while camping with the PC, which is like what you're doing. He can do the Dawnflower's Blessing. Prayers to Sarenrae invoke her healing blessing on the party, imparting feelings of comfort and security to everyone who's a part of the campsite. When the party rests during this camp, each character regains twice the normal amount of hit points from the rest.
That's cool.
Yeah, this effect isn't cumulative with the critical success of a basic meal. But having him around just means everyone heals throughout the night a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Cool.
If he ever becomes big enough, there are some notes on ruling with Tristan, but right now the only official companion you have in your cabinet is Ekendayu.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, anyway, that's Tristan.
Sweet.
I'll also say that basically every single character has a side quest that you can potentially do as well.
All right. Well, are we going to talk to him at all?
You can. I mean,
and the Ekendayus would have been the trolls?
You still haven't done Ekendayus.
Damn.
You Ekendayu.
We got some stuff to do.
As a matter of fact, actually, I think let me see, are you at the right level for this? What level does that kind of come in?
Oh, that's cool. Like you hit a certain level, then like, I think we need to talk.
You're actually kind of, it's exactly very video gamey. You actually are above it. So it probably is something that he will want to, he will probably address a little more narratively.
My ex-wife has custody of my kids.
My dog.
Oh, God, yeah.
My dog needs to pee.
The reason I ask
Hey,
about
Nico.
talking is, can we just ask him what that quest is, or like what he's got, why are you here, what's going on, what's your future plans?
His quest hasn't become apparent to him yet either. But he's basically, he'll let you know kind of exposition. Cool. He's like, my interest was to travel up here looking for like curses and understanding them more. Like it's a fascination of his form of study is to find curses and to work against them.
Well,
which it turns out you happen to have
we're
right now.
actually
Next question.
Working on that right now.
What's his favorite food when we camp?
Whatever. He likes it grilled. He likes grilled food because it
Grilled
means the fish
fish
touched by
off
the
the
fire.
stick.
Have you ever had grilled fish on a stick?
No.
It's the best.
Well, stand by.
Fish kebab.
Fish kebabs.
But
Canon.
you kind of wrap this up. You travel for a day or two. You stop back by Shatter Shield and drop it off. And you know what? You probably do have like new quest notifications for at least a couple characters.
Wow.
What are these yellow dots around?
Like
Exclamation points.
Exclamation
That's
points.
exactly.
Look, we will. So here's what I'll do. Like, just GM above the table. I'm not going to give you the hooks, but I am going to give you the characters that, like, when you want to talk to them, these are characters that basically, like,
Okay.
they have the yellow dot above their head. I'll try to make it feel more natural in the
Yeah.
future, but I'll even let you know that, like, there's material around for. Oh, man. What the fuck? The Miri's not there yet. Hers is pretty high level. Ekandayu's is pretty low level. So Ekandayu is a like, we'll catch you and kind of give you a like, well, look, I know there's a lot going on, but you want, oh, this is perfect. While you're going down south, I wonder if perhaps I could travel with you. Although you've already dealt with Hargogo, there are still all sorts of giant tribes along the Selen Hills. There's one in particular I have an issue with. Perhaps there's one who's made a name for himself among the giants. Gragglebeard. And his group Gragglebeard's
I love
Reavers.
giant names.
They're the fucking
They're
best.
fucking awesome. Gragglebeard.
Yes, we will bring you the head of Gragglebeard.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Let's see.
I'm gonna fill him in too, like on that. He might not be an Erasto follower, but he's like super naturey. I'm gonna tell him all about it, what we found and where it is. Maybe I can convert him.
Oh, no, sorry. That's the beginning of this. Wow. Let's see. Okay, we'll deal with this thing later. So here's all I'll say. The cue for Ekandayu, so it's not actually his low level. That was meeting him and getting his dog, was dealing with the Reavers.
Oh, okay.
That was the giant troop he was hunting down. Wow, really just broke the narrative there. But here's what I'll say. It does seem like Ekandayu's really fucking down in the dumps. Like he's overworked, he's depressed as hell, he's super stressed. What?
It's his ex-wife and the kids.
Why don't you come with us, buddy? You're looking kind of blue.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough,
let's
like
talk
as
to
you're
him.
in town, I will say, like while you're around and you're kind of checking back in, I think Lindsay will come up to you and be like, "Hey, I don't know how to say this. I like he's been doing a lot while you're gone, and he seems really down. And if I know there's a lot going on right now, but if you have any time, if you have any ability to like, I don't know, do a little dinner for him, or like maybe when we have one of the like community dinners, like do something nice for him. I think it might mean a lot to him. He's kind of been through a lot. I'm totally willing to like take care and set a lot of this up, but yeah, I don't know if you'd be up for any of this. It could be kind of fun to do like a feast thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunting for some dope shit. For
Like
him.
maybe once we also figure out the whole like clean food and water issues.
No, let's do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. We can wait.
Yeah, but like, so hey, look, you go off and do your thing. When you come back, I'll have something planned. We'll do like a little party.
Let Lucky know how much money you need, and he will give it to you.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but a lot of people in town really like him, so I don't think it'll be hard. He's helped a lot of people. The
I
farmers.
just heard a map maker moved in, and she is rich.
Oh, perfect. I'll look.
Look for her.
I think we're going to take him with us. So tell Amiri that she's in charge while we're gone.
Take who? Ekandayu?
Yeah, I read that wrong. That was his old quest. That was the meeting him quest.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally fucked up the narrative there.
so he's not coming with us.
No, he probably going to stay behind to help protect your kingdom.
Gotcha.
Keep an eye on Grigori. If
Never
you know what I mean.
mind. Tell Amiri she's not in charge.
Can we get like some?
Yeah.
But only after you tell her that she is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell some of the hunting folks that we go with, like, go help Ekandayu out a little bit.
Do we want to ask what's going on?
No.
We don't want to verify that it's not about what's her name and this is
What's her name?
his ex-wife.
Oh,
No.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Knock Knock also might have a personal quest, but I assume you don't care.
Nope.
Definitely
Wow.
don't.
Knock knock. Yeah,
I will.
Oh, it's so funny.
but
We're
that's
not
a
going to ask
future thing.
Ekandayu. We're going to talk
I
to
would.
Knock Knock.
I think knock knock.
No, Ekandayus is already in motion with
Yeah.
the
Oh,
party.
okay, cool.
I think Nikolai would probably check on knock knock
Yeah.
every once in
Yeah,
a while.
because he's
as,
like
a
still like
patient.
he's going through like physical
Yeah.
rehab, and
Mhm.
Knock Knock is like I've been thinking a lot, and I think I have an idea about how I could finally become the 5th hero god.
All right. What have you
No.
got?
So if nothing else, there's thoughts that have come to me in my time of recovery. I've been thinking a lot about what's been going on with my old tribe, and I think it's a place I need to go look into. I might ask for a leave to go investigate that.
Can you?
I can walk a little.
All right.
Meekmek
we
has
can-
said that he would come with me.
We can scrounge up a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's kind of a going on thing. The other thing what's worth noting is Knock Knock has changed so much from his original character with the way all of you interact with him that I don't know that his will still play as much.
Okay.
Let me check, see if there's any other character quests. You don't have his for a while. Valerie comes through town. Does she have her shit going on yet? It's been a while since I've read this, so I'm like, oh, fuck, I should pay attention to these. But like I said, you've all spent so much time on your, like, other characters, like on the, like, NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
You've gotten to know better that it's kind of cool, but not a ton of them have, like, those have become a much bigger deal than a lot of the other side characters. Cool.
Isn't there a like a hobgoblin sort of leader among that group?
Among the group that can join you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the one, I have his name written down somewhere, but yeah. But enough about that.
Well, I just want to
No.
and tell him, like, hey, why don't you take over charge of the patrols for a while? Let Akundayo just kind of
Mhm.
only go out when he wants to.
He's helping a lot. Honestly, the person who's overseeing a lot of it, Meekmek, is like Ekendayu Yor's like sort of floating second.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the hobgoblin in charge for a while.
Jesus. All right, so you head down south towards the Selin Hills. Talk to me about path and where you're going.
Is Tristan joining us?
Oh, wait, shit, I forgot. I actually do have a giant ass piece of art for your shrine, Jason. Do you want to
Oh,
check
yeah.
this out?
Yeah.
Like an actual narrative piece. You can see the head of it carved into like the stone. That's what that piece of art is.
Oh, dude.
You want to describe that a little for the listeners?
Yeah. So it's like a big,
It almost looks kind of dwarven. Like reminds me of like
It
Lord of the Rings
does.
dwarven, like carved of the stone itself.
or like Helm's Deep. Like it had that ramp that went up. There's
Yeah.
like this giant thing of stairs that goes up, and then it's pretty dark in the picture, but it's like almost an ominous looking elk.
Yeah.
Like its eyes are lit up.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's a lot friendlier now that you've defeated the curse.
Yeah, for sure. It looks pretty sweet though. Yeah,
Do you
big,
see why this is going to take like kingdom time to restore? Like this is a
Mhm.
big deal.
big scary castle with a big scary elk.
How fucking cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
Definitely needs
The-
better Latin.
The
Mhm.
the visual with the bear on the stairs too is pretty sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah. I flipped at that and I was like, oh, right. I forgot there actually is dope fucking like shit there. So yeah, that's why like that's going to take a lot of work to fully restore.
Cool.
All right. So you head down south towards the Selin Hills. Are you going to the east or the west of the Tuskwater? Like, are you avoiding all the fucking lizard folk that you
Yeah,
haven't dealt
we're
with
not
yet?
ready for serpent folk.
That's a future problem.
Yeah.
Are
Future
we
Nikolai
still sort
issues.
of traveling down the middle of the forest?
No, you made it back to Astus now, and now
Okay.
you're heading. Well, it depends. Like, what's your plan? What's your strategy for exploring the Stolen Lands? Is it like straight south and then like a zigzag, or like what do you want to do
Do
down
we
there?
still want to go through the forest, like on that very first row of forest?
We'd have to go around the serpent folk's hex,
Mm-hmm. We're avoiding them at all costs.
Hmm.
So you
which
just
isn't bad. We've been north of there before. We've avoided them before.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, you've explored a lot of the. Not all of it. You have explored a lot of the area in that part of the forest, but if time is a factor now, it will be faster to just go to the east of the Tuskwater
That's why
and
I
then
say
straight
we
down
do.
into
Yeah.
the Selin Hills.
I mean, this black seeds thing is kind of like time sensitive. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Dekandayu's probably not the only one that's tired of doing stuff.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
are you tired of doing stuff? Is that what you
I
mean?
mean, Nikolai could probably use some normal ass ride.
Yeah.
Sabbatical.
So, yeah, just
Yeah.
through like some regular fields
Yep.
and not like through the woods.
talking
Yeah.
shit, just hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, probably nothing weird would ever happen here.
No. Forests, scary monsters, plains, never anything bad.
Is Tristan joining us?
I think he will stay back at the city to help with tending and like looking into
Yeah.
now that there's.
That's a
Cool.
good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Good idea.
Put
I'm
him on
going to tell
curse
him
watch.
about our good friend Knock Knock and his inability to walk.
I'm not going to give you a pass, but that's really good. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. So you head down. You actually head through some areas in the Kamo lands you've been through. I kind of want to do some like a little touch of scene setting. Like you go by where the giant turtle was killed.
Okay.
The snapping turtle.
Sweet.
Then you head down.
Crackjaw?
Old Crackjaw's den,
Tells you
which
the
you
story.
hired some adventurers to take care of.
Yep.
And then you will go down through the Mud Bowl, where you fought the giant like
Yeah.
creature to get things to give to Elga. And then if you kind of head south to there, you'll go across a branch of the Little Selin that actually feeds into the Tusk Water.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And that's where you end up. So actually, if you're looking at your map, you'll see like it's the second hex from the edge,
Yeah.
where there's a small a tributary. No, the tributary is into it. So this is where the Selin feeds into the Tusk Water. Yeah. And you'll kind of end up down in that area. What's your plan for where you want to go?
And now we're heading east. Is that right?
Well, the Selin Hills is that area from that hex, the hex south of that, and then basically all the hexes to the east of that, all the way to the mountains. So what's the thoughts, folks?
Where should we go, Baron?
And this is for also what it's worth. This is where you are now is 2 hexes east, 2 east of where you fought the big ass red flame drake.
Okay. Say we just go east and search as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Find what we can.
We can always like go as far as we need to, and then sort of come back the next hex lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially like a 2 hex by 5 or 6 hex across.
Mm-hmm.
GM.
What are you asking?
The Sullen lands, like it's like a 2
Kind of
by.
like
So
zigzag
the
it.
Sullen Hills is basically 2 hexes north-south, but then
Mhm.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 east-west.
Yeah.
So can we like
So more than 100 miles east-west.
I think we just.
Can we
oh yeah, we do.
zigzag
Yeah, go
them?
straight.
Cool. So sure enough, your first day, because like what you do is technically exploration activities. You're like, all right, we're exploring the hexes.
Sure.
Mhm.
You'll start here and you look. Are you in a group? Are you splitting up as you explore? What's the thoughts?
I think we stay together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So what I'll say is
You have the
in your
expeditious
first
explorer, right?
day
Not for planes.
of exploring.
Oh, that's right.
Do you also, in terms of like, did you all bring with you? Are you just on horseback? Did you bring the llama cart? They're on a lot of roads.
I bought a
but-
second scroll of jump.
Oh, so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But they sort of loosely, because you have the money for like stuff like this. Like, how stocked are you on this sort of provision trip? Is it like rations? Have you brought a little bit better food? Are you planning to hunt? Pick up any other special gear?
I mean, Nikolai's a survivor, so what
Mhm.
fits on his
Okay.
horse and he hunts the rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
We're
we're
on.
packing too
I'm
heavy.
on horse.
And
Not
I have this
riding too heavy.
delicious water.
Yeah, I
in
think
my
we're all
water
ready.
skin.
You got
Mhm.
delicious water.
Delicious water.
You don't have Ari, so
Yeah. So we
You
don't
don't
have any
have-
alcohol.
do you have no alcohol? I am curious. Like,
It's
what's
a
the
dry-
alcohol?
It's a dry trip.
Maybe some
Yeah.
schnapps.
I think everybody has like their own
Yeah.
little flask, maybe.
Little flask.
Sure.
All right. Well, so as you're all kind of working through this part of the land, you're exploring the first hex. Nikolai, I believe you have the highest passive perception, I'm going to guess.
Yep. 15.
You see some giant shape, like moving a little bit. Like it's almost on top of a rock. Like you come around some like small, like these are sort of like lighter trees in the fields, and you see, you can't tell how far away it is. Some sort of thing crouching on the rocks in the distance.
Okay. Jonas, what do your elf eyes see? No. I'm gonna point it out, and can I roll like a survival or a hunting to see if I can make out what it is?
I mean,
with
this
a
is just
little
straight
extra?
perception.
Straight
You get a better
perception.
look
That's
as you
right.
get closer.
That's right.
What you can't
15.
at this distance. Like the wind's picking up, and there's just like dirt kind of flying. You cannot get a good look.
Well, let's stealth up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have quiet? Does anyone have quiet allies, or is it just
I-
stealth around the table?
Do have follow the expert or keen
Mhm.
follower.
I have
Team Scholar.
stealth.
Everyone
I have
roll
stealth.
stealth.
Everybody.
Yep. Do it around the table. What do you got?
23.
Usually this is a secret check, but I don't want to do all this behind this
Mm.
screen, so I'm just having all of you roll it because you're also not assholes.
Well,
And you aren't going to be like, I rolled poorly, so I stop advancing.
With keen follower.
There is an expert for sure among you,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, him
Okay,
for sure.
so plus
Yep.
3.
so you shouldn't be quite as horrible.
Yeah,
So you get a +3, or we all do?
I
it's
think
just you, right?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just him.
I can share my observations with others to help further coordinate the group if he has quiet allies.
He does not have quiet
he doesn't.
allies.
I do not.
Nope.
I
So
got
just roll your
21.
stealth then.
21 stealth.
Oh God, I have a 0.
29 stealth. I got like 10 patches. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Come on, you got this.
Let's do another one.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
It was actually worse.
Wow.
Right back where we started. So that's fine.
You stay here.
What is it?
Sit down.
It is.
Are you
Watch the
rolling a
horses.
D12?
I am.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I
Jesus.
looked.
Hold on.
Take one of those patches
Hold on.
back.
No, let's
Yeah.
pause the game. We're going to deal with Trent real quick.
Yeah,
He's got soap bars.
I actually saw the D12 in the corner of my eye down here, and I was like, that's weird. That looks like a D20. Okay, that's much better.
More than 12.
That is with the +3, that's a 19.
Hell yeah.
I'll take it.
All of you are able to get close enough. You're not like up on it.
Yeah.
Close enough to see that what you're looking at is a hill giant
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
looking down as he lifts up what looks like, you can't see what's in his hands. He's trying to like drink the last drops of something in his hand. Find out what's in his hand. Tune in next week.
It's knock knock.
God, that would be awful.
That would be great.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Want to support us? Check us out at patreon.com/live to die pod.